In booming industries as competitive as fintech and e-commerce, only the exceptional companies can set themselves apart, and few have thrived as much as Checkout.com. On this episode of Mission Driven, we sit down with CEO and founder Guillaume Pouzat to learn about the key principles of Checkout, what makes it a purpose-driven company, and how he's led it to such success. Talk to us about your fintech journey. How'd you get your startup going at Checkout?
I had been in fintech for 4 years before I started this business. Back then in 2009 when we started, we were still on iPhone 4. Facebook and Twitter were at the very beginning. Mobile transactions were like less than 1% for mobile e-commerce. I'm a big believer in the power of technology. The internet and computers, an incredible way to create commerce. And the reality, you put all of this together, and I was excited to go into this business.
What did you learn from those earliest days as Checkout got started?
Between the early days and now, there's two things that I still believe in are core in our thinking. First of all, a company is only as good as the people and the product. So it's about the people, hiring well, retaining your people, making sure they enjoy what they're doing, and being truly a mission-driven company. And then being a product company, because I think if you have a multi-decade view, if you play the infinity game, which we always kind of joke around here at Checkout, the best product is going to win in the end.
So you talked about playing the infinity game. Can you tell us more about what that is and why it matters to you?
All the kids in the world are just going to interact with the internet in a very different way. That's creating an opportunity, and playing the infinity game means not thinking only in my time frame, it's thinking over a much longer time frame. What matters is making the right decisions today and really thinking not in terms of what does it mean in 1 year, but what does it mean in 10 years? What does it mean in 20 years?
Are there some core principles that you've had from the earliest days or ones that have evolved that are really important to you and the Checkout team?
Our mission has evolved over the years, but one thing that has never changed is our values. Aspire, excel, and unite. Aspire is that if you can dream it, you can make it. Never giving up on your dreams. It's not being ambitious. I think it's a very different thing. It's being aspirational and having big objectives and really not taking no for an answer. Excel, taking shortcuts never pays off. You're not relying on anyone other than yourselves to ultimately enable payments in and out of a business. And then unite, I think, is a key trait of leadership that we still look in every single interview today, is that if you're able to stay always humble and you're able to unite people behind you, then you can dream bigger. If you were to ask me today, did I ever expect one day I'd have 2,000 people? Certainly not. We hire 100 to 150 a month. We will one day end up with 10,000 people, and if we continue to aspire and excel in what we do, we'll be able to achieve, the impossible. And that's one of the things, that has never changed and will always stay with us.
So you definitely are in this extreme hyper-growth phase of your business. How are you handling it? How are you dealing with everything that's being thrown at you as you continue to grow?
We're scaling as a company probably faster than ever before. As a CEO, I'm big on delegating and leveraging the people that I hire, but also trusting my instinct. My role is to make good decisions. Good decisions, create results. My role is to be honest about why I make certain decisions. I think it's very important. Give context, always being transparent as to why you decide something over something else.
Can you talk to me a little bit more about the mission of Checkout and why it really matters?
Our mission is to enable businesses and their communities to thrive in the digital economy. We want our customers to, craft user experiences that are the best possible about them. That's the community angle, is that today, if I'm, TikTok, what matters is the people who interact on my platform. And then thriving in the digital economy, it's 12% of sales that are digital, which means there is 88% that are still sitting here offline. We want to help people who are traditional businesses to kind of go online for the first time or do those digital transformations. And at the same time, we want to help, the market leaders, the Netflix of the world, to optimize their payments and go save the basis points that make a real difference to their top line at the end of the day.
There must be some trends that you're seeing. What are the ones that you're seeing now that probably will evolve over the next couple of years, and how is Checkout going to play in that new world?
I mean, it's impossible not to name the elephant in the room, which would be crypto, because obviously crypto is something that is very top of mind for most people today. Our job is to future-proof the payments for our merchants. We don't know what the future is made of. As the world evolves, as there is this additional complexity, we can make sure that our customers have access to the latest tools and features in record time. The merchants choose us specifically for that.
What kind of advice would you give to someone who's founding a company today?
The first advice I give to any entrepreneur is to follow his instinct. Don't choose a problem because the TAM is big or you might make a lot of money. Choose a problem that is meaningful to you. And if you find the right problem and you follow your instinct, you go through one of the most rewarding things in life, which is creating something,
What does the future look like for checkout?
More products, more geographies, more work. We're at the beginning of a multi-decade journey, and we're excited about it.